Hello, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. On the last episode, which was the first one, we began our journey, because this horrible little sorcerer named Vati got Zelda stoned by a curse, which we're not making that joke, and we're going to undo that curse by reforging the sacred blade that Vati broke with the Picori blade, which was made by the Minish, and we needed to go to Minish to get the things, but we need 4 special MacGuffins to reforge the blade, so now we got a quest baby, and we're going to quest baby, we're becoming a quest baby by entering the first dungeon, the Deepwood Shrine. So this would be the Deepwood Shrine the Minish Elder spoke of. Oh, also, we met Eslo. Eslo's our friend now. He said something about there being monsters inside, didn't he? Hey now, no reason to be afraid or anything. I'll be waiting right here. No, wait, what am I saying? I'm not letting you leave me alone out here. I have to fulfill my sacred quest of the origin of your hat, my boy, which is a noble quest indeed. And we'll push some extra, but we didn't need to push all of those. But I love block pushing puzzles. I don't know why, but it tickles my brain in a very enjoyable way that I don't get it. It just makes me happy. So we have some neat enemies here. Slugullas. They're just little slugs. They are just slugs, but since we're tiny, because Eslo made us small so we could meet with the Minish, things that were small to us are now our size. Like you can see some leaves scattered about. Those are just leaves. We're the size of a thumb, as we heard from one of the people visiting the Picori Festival. We got a small key. A small key. You get a small key, use it on unlock doors. We get a little tutorial here on how to do it. Yeah, there's a locked door here. We should find a key to unlock it. So yeah, we get a key tutorial. Just to make sure you understand how keys work. And over here, oh, something's falling from the ceiling. Oh, Slugula. I guess the Slugula was on the ceiling. It was like, no, I think I'm gonna get you. We can come over here. We can't push these blocks. Oh, Eslo has something to say. Do you see that lever? I think you should be able to pull it. Just stand in front of it and press R, and then R to grab, and then to pull. So this is actually, you might start to be like, oh, well, these tutorials probably get annoying fast. It's actually a useful thing to know since you can't pull in every single Legend of Zelda game. So knowing that you're able to grab that and pull is actually very very And that sound that we just heard, that bloop, 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 I believe that's like the noise that you make whenever you step in shallow water in the Oracle games. Yeah, see, it sounds similar. Maybe it's like a slightly down-pitched version or something. Or actually, I think this version, what we just heard, was down-pitched, and the version of it, that's not. I'm going to point out stuff like that because I care a whole lot, but it's not important. But we can pull on this mushroom, and oh, I did it wrong. You pull on this mushroom. A lot of people had a lot of naughty things to say about pulling on this mushroom back in the day, and we're not going to go there. I'm going to keep making the stone joke. We're not going to go there. But yeah, we can pull on the mushroom to get across. And I suppose could break every single one of these pots, but it's not all that valuable for us. We might find a couple of rupees in there, and rupees are going to be really, really valuable in this game. But we don't got time for it. This is a puff stool. It's just a little mushroom person. Can't really do anything about them yet, it doesn't seem. And that name puff stool was actually, I was going to say reused, but no, it was used first in Pikmin. There's a pseudo boss enemy called puff stool, who's a big mushroom thing. A puff stool, it's a mushroom. They puff. It's the name. Wow, look at the size of that barrel. Oh, right, how silly of me. It's not big. We're just small. Oh, big indeed. But yes, we can step here, burn away the vines. It'd be helpful if we had something to light these torches, but unfortunately, that's no go. There'll be nothing to light a torch. We're gonna have to find buttons. Stay on the buttons to burn things away whenever we are in need of fire. And since we have the power of the Game Boy Advanced, we have the power of Mode 7 at our hand. No, we don't. Oh my god. We can't do anything with this. We can't do anything. I didn't say anything. Hey. I don't know. Look at these mushrooms. They're crazy. They're dancing. They're making all these spores. I don't like that. I didn't like that at all. That was bad, in fact. I didn't enjoy that. You don't want to get spored on. What? I wasn't saying anything about anything while we were inside that barrel. I don't know what you're talking about. I love burning away the vines. That's a fun thing that we've been doing. And whoa, what was that? Be careful, my lad. The barrel just moved with the power of Mode 7. I don't know if it was still called Mode 7 on the Game Boy Advance. But yes, we got some 3Ds happening here with the power of the Game Boy Advance. I'm actually not sure which way we wanted to go. There was a way upward. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. We're smart. We're good at puzzles and dungeons and pushing blocks, which we can't push that one, so that's like a block that we need to do. Come from the other way. I believe this enemy's called a Moldozer, if I'm right. I checked the names like before I started recording. I'm just gonna hope I remember it. I believe that's the name of that enemy. And we can stop to like launch ourselves, like we saw like the mark in the floor. So we know we could stop there and jump only part of the way, which is nice to know. But I do see a piece of heart just beyond, so let's just launch ourselves all the way. Once Lunk gets a red in the face and can't take tugging it. I'm sorry, I said I wouldn't. When we come over here, we find the dungeon map. See, it was useful to come over here. Lighter rooms are ones you visited. The blinking room is your location. Up and down. Check different floors. Thank you for map. So let's check the map. Is the map? And yeah, here's the map in here. Okay, so as we can see in the room we just came from, had we used the barrel to go to the upper right, it looks like both those rooms are locked off. We haven't seen the first floor or the second basement. We started on the basement floor, which is interesting. I always like when things like that happen through, like, because of the design of this building, you're going in on not the, like, ground level floor, which, because I'm an American, I refer to the first floor. So I find things like that interesting whenever it's like, you know, there's stairs. Oh, whoops, I fell in the water. Oh, that didn't deal damage to us. I thought that dealt damage to us at that one point. Oh, what are you called? You're big fly. I don't know. Oh, I think this one might be the pesto. I'm not sure. What we need now is something to hold down this switch. Oh boy, if only there was something to push, some blocks. But you know, at the end of the day, what is a bottle or a jar? This is a jar. It's not a bottle. Bottle's legally distinct thing. Can we? I wasn't sure if we'd be able to walk across that. I had to know because you know there's just a little bit of thing there. These blocks pushable? No, they're just here to... Oh, no, you can. So you can, like, make a little... Oh, of course, because if you were to leave the room, the bottle wouldn't be holding the button down anymore, so the bridge wouldn't be there anymore. We got a tricky little puzzle here. Once you take hold of something, yes, we can push or pull it. This is vital and useful information to know, because, you know, block pushing puzzles... The name of the game changes once you're able to pull. In fact, like often, like once you're able to pull, it's easier. We come over here and we can get another small cave, which is useful because we probably needed that once we were to go over Barrel Yonder. So you know, this is gonna be the first dungeon. A lot of very simple oh, the bottle held it down. I thought we'd have to go around. Interesting. Maybe if you like save or something, because you can come in here and you can save. I don't know if when you save, it leaves you off in the room that you saved in. I'm sure it'd probably take you back to the beginning of the dungeon. Oh, also there's a sleep thing there, because this was released for the Game Boy Advance in 2004. I think the Game Boy Advance SP would have been out already. Not entirely sure about that, though. I wouldn't go dollars or donuts on that or anything. Hey, trying to get in. Work with me here. Work with me here? Oh, maybe, yeah, here we go. This would be the better way to run towards the screen. And this blinding display of 3D prowess. And we come over here and, hey, we can push that if we wanted to get back, but we can't come in that way. But there is, in fact, a locked door. Damn, I happened to guess the right way to go. That is lucky. Normally, when it comes to Zelda games, I practice up on them a whole lot, but like I said, I haven't played this in 8 years, and I kind of wanted... Oh, launch myself a little too far. Probably should have stopped right at the edge mark. Since we learned that the edge marks are our friends and can be trusted. But I was just like, I want to go farther. I like pulling the mushroom. How far back can I go? And we might as well just fling ourselves that far, because we didn't know where we were going to begin with. This little mark right here just made me interested. I was like, oh, there's a mark there. I'll probably drop a bomb, but we don't have any bombs. We can't do anything like that. It's just a mark there for decoration. Oh, Slugulous, I think you're going to do something. I think this is all the Slugulous really do. They just slug along, minding their own business. And unfortunately for them, they are a threat to us. If we touch them, they'll hurt us. So we have to, unfortunately, slay these poor slugs. And it looks like we're going to have to probably make our way back around with this one. Because we need to hold down the thing. But if we were to just push it ahead, we get stuck. So what we got to do is we gotta go around, make a complete loop. Otherwise, you know, we're stuck. That's how well the thing works. We did the puzzle. Oh, we got a minute. Oh, I held down R to do like a block. I don't even know what game I was thinking. What game have I been playing lately? Mostly just Animal Crossing. I played a lot of Hades, but it's been like a week or two since I completed Hades to my satisfaction. Didn't buy every single item, but I did all the prophecies, made best friends with everybody. Did all the Skelly statues, all the Chivos. Pretty proud of that. But that's not the game we're playing. We're playing this one. This is the room we were just in. We've got a small key. We can come back here. We didn't actually come over here, but we do have a small key. Let's just check our map before we continue onwards. Make sure I didn't miss a pathway. No, it formed a little loop. Okay, cool. So we were supposed to go down that way. It's convenient that I didn't notice this way first. No, I guess, once I would have seen the drop down, I would have gotten nervous, and we would have continued onwards. We aren't actually able to do a spin attack at the moment, spoilers. But, so it's a little confusing for combat, because I keep wanting to just hold the sword out and just kind of poke them. But no, we have to rely on our slash for now. Before we continue in the downwards direction, let's come over here and see what we can do. See, another piece of heart. So we've confirmed 2 pieces of heart in this dungeon. I believe this just loops us back down to the room that we started in. I was 100% sure about that, but might as well check it. I think we can. Oh, I tried to pick that up with a. Oh yeah, we do pick up with that. This button I was using. I think you can throw pots and junk at these puffstools to kill them. We're not too worried. Are we worried about killing them? Because like if we were to look at the piece of heart, we are on. Oh. Yeah, we have hopes of reforging the Sacred Blade. It doesn't look like there's anything we can do to get up there at the moment. I'm not sure if we were to slay all of the puffstools, if that would do something good for us. Come in here. We can see a little wiggler enjoying its time, having a good time. Nothing we can do about that. But as we can see, there's another entryway into that room. They just gave you like a little, if you were to come over here, take a little sneaky peeky. You'd be like, oh, what's that? And I believe this is the Matter Pillar, which is an insanely good name. But it's not that mad. Look, it's just chilling. Much like a wiggler, it's chill until you upset it. And once you upset it, its booty becomes like exposed, and you can hit it. It's kind of like a Moldorm, like the big Moldorm bosses, where you gotta hit them. But like it's harder than a Moldorm because you gotta hit its nose and then its butt. That's 2 different places you have to hit. I don't believe Moldorms are in this game, which will be a little annoying later when we meet a certain enemy. But I don't believe there are Moldorms by that name in this video game. And there we go, that was like our mini-boss. We defeated the Matter Pillar and received the Gust Jar, a cool item. This game has some cool items in it. Hold the button to draw things in, release, and fire them out. And then we can set it on the item screen. So, oh, nope, I'm still learning my buttons, I'm sorry. For some reason I'm at a start and select to A and X. I'm playing on a Wii U gamepad just because it's the thing that connects the best to... It connects the best, and this connection stays the best on my PC. But sometimes you're like, oh, hey, I'm gonna hit A, and then you hit start because you're not very smart. And I'm not saying this about you. I'm saying this about me. I was whispering so I wouldn't hear it, but then I realized I said the sentence, "You're not very smart," which was very rude. But y'all understood. You knew that I was giving myself guff and not insulting y'all. Because I'm sure you get it. Gust Jar is very cool though. You suck things out, and you make a little puff come out. It's fun. And then come down here, get a piece of heart. It's nice. Also, we can use it to clean up these spores. I believe sometimes you'll find things under the spores, so you want to check you want to check ones that you think might be a little suspicious. Gust Jar was reutilized in the Skyward Sword. Gust Bellows, that's what it's called in that game. You know what? Oh, we can pick up pots. I forgot we could do that. That's fun. I'm not sure if these buttons will hold themselves down. Oh, they'll hold themselves down. Nice. 10 mysterious shells. I'm not sure what they're for. Let's just hold on to them for now. Mysterious shells are gonna be a thing. Yeah, they're gonna be important if we do decide to go the route of getting everything in this game, which I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna do that, but I've personally never done it, so I would enjoy getting everything in this game. But there's a good reason I've never gotten everything in this game. And, there's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be there. But I'll just check. Come over here. Oh, it made a portal. I was expecting it to make a staircase, but now there's a portal up to the heart. If I had to guess where that other side of that portal is, it's probably on, probably by the entrance. I'm not entirely sure though. Once you suck the spores dry, you can come and get them with your sword. The little puff of air doesn't do anything to them. I believe the puff of air more often acts kind of like a mini stun. I don't tend to like blast enemies with it. There'll be enemies where it'll probably be like, oh yeah, clearly we should probably smack this fool with some gust. But that's not in the cards right now. In fact, we should probably, before we continue onwards, continue backwards. Well, the puffs... Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, see, I was like, are they going to respawn? They did, and they got me for an entire half a heart. Ooh, me aching bones. And see, there's another button here. You want to check for suspicious-looking things. Suspicious-looking things give us 20 mysterious shells. I don't know what they're for, but let's hold on to them for now. I think there were some guys over here. I thought there were some puff stools in this room. No, just some spores in the corner. It happens sometimes. You just get spores in your corner and you just leave them there. We've all been there. Let's just push this, make a chest appear. I'm not sure if there's anything we need to do. Now there's a puzzler. I suspect there's not much we can do here right now. Let's press on. Okay, yeah, we need to approach this from a different angle because as you can see, not much we can do here. What happens if we attack the pesto with air? Oh, we get the pesto stuck in here. And we can blast the pesto off. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this game. I do remember really enjoying like the items in this game. Like this game has specifically a couple like really neat items. A number of them end up being the concepts being used again in Skyward Sword, which was fun and cool that they kind of connected these two games in that way. And unfortunately, the Power 3D was failing us because we needed to shift the barrel in such a way that we would fall to B2. And now we can move the lily pads with the power of our gust jar. Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much farther. Don't worry, Eslo, whose name I remember. Not going to call you Elslo. Certainly not going to do that. That scared me when the lily pad shifted down, but Lonk didn't. See, like, this is such a cute little thing that you do, and it's like, sometimes it can be a little annoying since it's like, oh, I want to move a little bit quicker than this makes us move. But it's just so delightful. Like, you're just the little guy on a lily pad riding down it. Like, this is like the like, meme. I'm not sure if, this is a locked door. Not going this way. I'm not sure if you would call it a meme. But there's like a saying that like people like reuse over and over again, kind of like a meme. Oh my god, I sound like I'm like 700 years old right now. Where people are like, oh, to be a blank doing blank. And right now it's like, oh, to be a little guy on a lily pad moving by gust jar. Rude pesto, you have pestered me for the first only and last time. It's not going to be very productive for you, pesto. And as we can see, we know what we gotta do here. We gotta do some block pushing using our friend, the bottle, as a block. Jar, this is not a bottle. Bottle's legally distinct. We know bottle. Hey. Oh, I guess I could have pulled it towards me. I was like, oh, did I really screw myself? But no, we can pull it towards us with a little bit of the suction if it gets a little far away from us. But right now, what we need to do is to suck, not the blow. Other way, we need to blow, not to suck. To come around, and we can see the area that Eslo rightfully declared was a puzzler earlier. Oh, and you know what? I just totally ignored the big chest that we probably... Oh, so I know that the water's like sprite around it is supposed to be like you're probably in the middle of water, so it's supposed to be the water rippling, and it looks a bit strange coming out on the ground. But I kind of like it to be like, oh, this lily pad's so big, it's pushing some water out onto the ground. I just totally ignored this since Eslo was like, don't worry about it. But as we know, it's a compass. You know, we use the compass to find hidden items. And new feature, it'll ding when you get into a room with an item and the boss. It doesn't say that in this game. I assume the features here in this game where you'll walk into a room and it goes like boop boop doop boop doop boop whenever there's like something in the room, and it probably marks the boss on our map. Yep, I keep hitting that one accidentally. Sorry, Eslo. Don't really have much advice to offer us in the dungeon, which is interesting that I suppose we're not in a specific puzzle room. Like, yeah, we can now see where the boss is. We can see where the items are. It does not mark the heart piece on the map, however. That's something... Oh, wrong button. Something interesting to note. Because I do not want to forget the heart piece. It's not marked on the map in any way, which is a little rude. I suppose it's not really tied to the dungeon as like, oh, this is a thing that you need to do in the dungeon. You have pestered me once again. The last you've made a fool of me. I mean, you've only hurt me for a quarter heart. It's not that big a deal. It would have sucked more if you pushed me off the lily pad just because that's annoying. Pestering, in fact. Oh wait, there's nothing over here. Well, we were supposed to leave out that room. I was like, time to go explore. Oh no, we weren't supposed to go out that room. We got a small key. I was like, I'm coming back here for a reason. But yeah, because we got a small key. See, I'm so smart that I thought I was wrong. Which is what all the smartest people think they're wrong. So that's how you know that I'm a real smarty. We can come over here. And what are we supposed to do? You know what we're supposed to do. We got a gust jar. We can suck at a distance now. No distance will stop us from sucking. Our blowing, well, I was going to say our blowing is a little bit more limited, but it's not actually really all that much more limited. I think we just need a little bit more room here to make this jump. Come in here. We get the big key. We use it to open a big doors. A big key for a big door. And we come over here. We can warp. We come back to the start of the dungeon, where we conveniently see the blue warp. So something nice about this game is you get multiple warps in dungeons. I'm not sure if it is just the 2. But there is more than one warp, so it isn't just like, hey, here's your halfway point in the dungeon. That's your only warp. You'll find more. And luckily, that was our 4th heart piece. So now we've got 4 heart. They're not pieces, but 4 hearts. You understand. Is this just a simple we push this way? Oh, it is just a simple we push this way. Bada bing, bada boom. No problems. There's nothing to do this way, is there? Yeah, this way is just, we come in here, we get a rupee, and we're happy, as you know it. Clap your hands. I combined like a few different things there. And let's actually just check the dungeon map again and make sure I... See, I would have forgotten that there was a treasure there. That's just ahead of us, so we'll just... Actually, we can warp it back with this and jump on down, because there is just the open door. Instead of traversing all the way there and back, we will have to traverse back, but we don't have to traverse there. Let's go ahead and just get these puff stools, that's what they're called. I don't believe we need to kill them. It's probably just like a button we press. Probably more mysterious seashells. But we want them all. We got to get all the mysterious seashells. Oh boy, am I really gonna start she selling by the seashore? You know, I don't know if I've ever tried that in my life. No, I was a child at some point. I definitely was like trying to do the no, I can't do it. I'm too dumb. It's too difficult. It's impossible to do. She sells seashells by the seashore. Boom. That's that good Let's Play content you would tune into. You want to hear if I can she sells, and then you can go, nah, cannot. Impossible. There we go. Got all the things in Deepwood Shrine. Pretty good run. Pretty good first little dunge. You know, the first dunge, gotta be pretty short. But doesn't mean we didn't have a grand old time exploring through the dungeon. We'll just go ahead and suck this mushroom as far back as we can, just make sure we get the distance. Throwing ourselves straight into the boss door, we can open it and see what our first boss-sized foe is. So now that we're not normal sized. Normal sized enemies are quite large compared to us. So we got, I believe the game calls this enemy like the big green choo-choo, but it's not really a big green. It's big to us, but it is a normal sized green choo-choo. Oh, you got me. So yes, this is a fun thing the game does where you'll go into dungeons while you're Minish sized. But then, like, you'll fight normal-sized enemies, which is really cute and fun, that you get some, like, iconic, like, Zelda enemies as bosses that would normally be like, oh, you know, this is just a pushover enemy. And it's a little fun to do. I don't think the choo-choo can fall this direction, so as long as we stay, like, in front of it, we're kind of good. Cause we don't want to get to the side of it. We also do have a roll, so we can kind of bait it out and then roll past it if we were smart about that. But, you know, first boss, not to worry about it. We got 4 jars in the room that probably contain hearts for us. Oh, let's get out of here. Probably gonna go for the 3rd jump. Yeah, we can just dodge roll out of the way because you know Dark Souls hadn't come out yet, so Dark Souls was copying off this game and its dodges rolls. You know, Dark Souls is the only game that does dodge rolls, definitely. Oh, and the gust jar changes colors and starts to suck harder the longer you do it. Like you probably notice it turning yellow, but in our little hidey corner we can't actually suck it down because of the hitbox, so we'll have to do that. God, I love its like face, the way it has that kind of like big like fish lip thing, like a bit of like an underbite kind of scenario. It's fun. You have a second. No, you're exploding. They're gonna go into like a second form. But that was it. It was the first boss. What were you expecting? What were you expecting? It's the first boss. Let's get out of here. You got the earth element. The power of the earth is the source of all living things. The earth element is the embodiment of that power. Hooray, and thank you. And we could leave the heart container there, but we're, like I said, cash vibes. We're not doing like a 3-heart run or anything. Because if I remember, final boss of this game's a little difficult. So we're gonna get all the hearts in the game if we can, I guess. Hopefully we get all the hearts in the game. Don't hold me to that. We've got the earth element. You must go to the Elder at once. So that was our first dungeon. Yeah, it's a cutie. It teaches us how to play a game. It's a Nintendo game. It's not even that it's a Nintendo game, but by game design, you probably want your first area to teach the players how to play the games and what to expect. We didn't really explore around the Minish village all that much, so I was just poking at a few houses. I was born and raised here, so I don't know much about the outside world. I hear there are huge green monsters out there in the woods. I can't believe you made it through there alive. You must be really brave, yeah. Huge green choo-choos, not even big or normal size to some. And just, do you know about kinstone pieces? They're all the rage among humans now. Oh, we're going to be talking about kinstones, a baby. I figured we should come and talk to all the Minish just in case. Because I didn't speak to all the villagers we saw from before, and I'm not actually really reading their text, even though it could be useful, just to make sure that there's not a very clear important thing that we've missed. You have a larger house than the others. You're telling us about the Minish who live on the mountains. I believe we did hear about them, that they're Minish in the mountains, Minish in the what's the town? I was like, what's the town but not the forest? We cannot go out this way. We sneak Pico Blooms. We sneak our Pico Blooms to areas near where the humans live. Just having some of it makes you incredibly lucky. We're preparing for our next delivery now. So this is nice. They make a job of spreading clovers around, which, find a four-leaf one, it's lucky. These fun little things Picori do. Our ancestors, the ancient Minish, used the portal between our worlds. It brought them into the human world, and they settled in this forest. So we heard about a portal that connects to the Minish, or the world of the Minish, where they originate from. And they do originate from somewhere else. It's not just fairy tale. They came from somewhere else to hide the fact that they live in our world. They did, in fact, or maybe that is part of just still legend, that oh hey, we came from a different world. But it sounds like if they believe it, we can probably assume it's true that they did come from a different world. Some of them just chilled here because we like delivering our Pico Blossoms to the humans. Oi! So, you have found the earth element. You are blessed with much courage and strength for one so young. If your conviction holds strong, head to Mount Krenel? Krenel is probably... I always said Kernel in my head, but it's probably Krenel. I've never heard it as a word. Probably should have looked that up. I'll look it up at some point. There you will find a man named Melari. Among all the Minish, there is no one more able to repair your sword. If you ask him, I am certain he will reforge your broken Picori blade. I shall send word to him in advance. Travel safely. You are brave, but there are many evils now in the world. And it looks like this Picori has 2 tails. I think most of them only have 1. Leave through this door here. It will take you out the forest quickly. Great Elder, we are in your debt. We shall head for Mount Krenel at once. Boy, I should probably look up that word as soon as possible. We come in here. I like that the Elder has this kind of room where they meet with people. They come in here, have tea, a little living room, but then they hide their bedroom away behind curtains. It's very cute and fun. And we come out here and we can come out the alternate route out of the Minish woods, which we were able to see when we left as well. And there's a little house here. Might as well check what's in here. Hey, green clothes and a mystical hat? Sir, would you by chance belong the one who found the earth element? Surely you are. I've heard so many tales about you. I am Bellari, researcher of antiquities. I am also, a bit of an inventor. You won't be able to get back to town due to all the debris. Here, I have something that might come in handy. You got a bomb bag, and it has 10 bombs in it. Now you can blow up lots of stuff. Do they not let you live in town because you're out here making bombs? And if a bomb were to go off in a forest town, that would be incredibly bad. I'm guessing that's the case. And here we go. We're done with our small little adventure. We're a normal-sized good boy now. We come over here and we can check this little grave-looking thing. Holder of the sacred powers. We grant you the power of wind. Huh? Whoa! blew up? Yeah, we did just get bombs. Hey, kid, look at where that stone marker used to be. There's some strange symbol on the ground. Yes, of course, why? This must be... Well, I haven't the foggiest, to be honest. Oh, don't worry, Aslo. I know what it is. And I'm not going to tell you. So there's something blocking. I just hit the start button on my thing instead of the start button that I have mapped to the thing. The button mapping. You heard me complain about button mapping. You can set down a bomb. Gotta wait for the bomb to go off. You know how bomb do. You put bomb down, bomb go off, and then it's good. And there are 3 little things that we could go through if we were small. But we are not small. We're not able to become small in this area just yet due to these massive swamps, as we heard them described by Eslo earlier to the Minish. We're down in the eastern hills. We can see some mushrooms that's separating these 2 areas. Before we continue onwards, let's come up here. Oh, what are you? You're a beetle, right? I think this enemy's called a beetle. These enemies could be a little annoying in Game Boy Zeldas. Not the ones that hide under grass, but there's like ones in the Game Boy Zeldas that have rocks on top of them. I don't remember if they're in this game just yet. Those enemies were always real annoying because since they had a rock on their head, you couldn't just easily like hit them with a sword. Like you had to get rid of the rock first, which meant like Actually, I don't know if I've ever tried to kill them with a bomb. I don't tend to use the bombs offensively, unless you have to. Come in here, we got some keys. Good old classic Zelda enemy. 20 more mysterious shells. I want to hear this cave sound before we leave. Because it's like the cave sound, and like Link to the Past a little bit. I heard that brr, brr, brr. Yeah, it's a little bit like it. I've never actually listened to a lot of the soundtrack, because it is a portable game. And I don't like loud noises, and I don't like making sound, which is probably strange for someone who is recording a Let Us Play currently. But like, whenever I play like games like portably, I would tend to like not turn on the sound because I didn't want to bother anybody. So a lot of like the songs and like portable games I loved, I just kind of missed out on. What's your deal? Why have you been banished? Hey, look at this kinstone piece. Have you ever seen one like this? What? You don't know what a kinstone piece is? Well, to tell you what. Why don't you come back and see me when you get one, okay? Well, no problem. Once we know what the hell that is, we'll be back. You can also skip the animation for becoming small if you are a fiend who doesn't want to watch the animation of Eslo dancing on your head and upsetting Lunk, which is very good, but also, oh, P-hats are invincible while they're flying. It's just like in the 2D ones. I wasn't sure if this is also a 2D one. I meant the Game Boy ones. Wasn't sure if we'd be able to kill the P-hats while they fly by. We place a bomb here. Will that strike them all? I'm not sure about the range of the bomb. Oh, also with the acro bandits that I didn't mention, if you kill the boss one, the first one that comes out first, the first one that comes out first, they'll like not come out of the ground, which is convenient sometimes. But then that means you get to slay less of them, and we have an urge for, I was gonna say human blood, but they're not. Oh, and once again we're blocked off. What are you doing over here, Mudo? What happened? The name's Mudo. I'm the head carpenter around these parts. King Hyrule entrusted me town's reconstruction. So you're standing right now. It's a work zone. Way too dangerous for a little kid like you. Okay. This one's just a work zone. We're not being told why. Nothing with the sorcerer. It's just a work zone. Road need a fixing. Sometimes roads need a fixing. That's how it is sometimes. And the town of Hyrule, the world, ooh, kingdom. That's the one it is. Holder sacred power wind. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Crumbled, another one of the symbols. No matter how many times I say that it happened, it still rattles me. You've seen it twice, and it's been like back to back, my man. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You haven't had a lot of time to kind of get used to it. Never did. Oh, I was gonna say we never did report back into Grandfather, as we learned. But I suppose Grandfather did see us off on our journey. Just poking around a little bit before we head into town, which is the way we want to. Well, we know we want to go to Mount Krenel, which I will look up at some point. But we might as well look around. We got a tree that has some glowies. Got a Minish house there. Probably figure out what's happening. But actually, I was gonna say you probably figure out what's happening there. Let's see if we can do anything with our buttons that I'm slowly forgetting. Can we suck this off? What happens if it hits red level suck? Red level suck, not strong enough. You had to take a shot. I remembered a different item being necessary for that. But it's been a long time since I played. Might as well as check and find out. And I almost rolled into those Octoroks, but we'll just leave them alone. No reason to slay little cuties. So we're back in Hyrule Town, and we can see a cat. Yes, I'm excited about the cat. Oh, no. Lonk's not looking at the cat. Lonk's looking at this criminal. Come one, come all. See how many kinstone pieces you can collect. You never know what fusing kinstones will do, but it's sure to be good. Come on up and get your free kinstone bag for holding your kinstone pieces. Don't miss out on this incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yes, you're here for your free kinstone bag, aren't you? That's right, maybe you didn't hear me, but they're free for all kids right now. You got a kinstone bag. You can now carry kinstone pieces with you. Press start to view its contents on your quest status screen. We're surrounded by children. And also, the kinstone man? I don't think this is the hurdy-gurdy man, even though they're cranking a little music box. They're not the hurdy-gurdy man that we know and love from Windmill and other such things. Hey! I believe this is like the Kinstone Man or something like that. Don't remember the name. Fitting two Kinstone pieces together is called a Kinstone Fusion. If you get two pieces that fit perfectly, great happiness will come your way. I'll put a Kinstone piece in your Kinstone bag so you can give it a try. The first one's always free. Not always, anyone who's ready and willing to fuse Kinstones will look like I do right now. It doesn't mean transforming into music box cranking, hat top wearing. He means the thought bubble with the heart, and it won't always be a heart. In fact, I don't think it's a heart most of the time. I don't remember. I think it only shows the Kinstone piece. When you see that look in their eyes, that's when you press L. You don't press L till you see the whites of their eyes. I caught it. I'm good. Oh, I need to actually press A. Stand in front of me and press L so we can fuse Kinstones. And we're not able to leave. The children have entrapped us. Want to fuse a Kinstone? We're going to fuse Kinstones. Fusing Kinstones is a blast. This fiend has gotten the children of the land addicted to Kinstones. Yes, that's it. Press L and then you can see the Kinstone screen. So along with the second... Oh, they do just call him the hurdy-gurdy man, even though he isn't hurdy-gurdy man that we know. So we'll call this the birdie-jerdy man, because... Oh, I pressed the wrong one. Oh, no, I thought we could just go back into it, but no, we do need to press L. So we can fuse our Kinstone. Two Kinstones fit perfectly. Maybe something good will happen. Well, let's see what something good could possibly be. And the good thing was removing those vines that were blocking that tree house little thing to the right of Long's house, or the left, depending on which way you're looking at it, I suppose. To the east. That's the east, yeah. A perfect fit. That means we're both due for a little happiness. See ya. And then the birdie-jerdy man walks away with the children in tow. And now we have access to the town. And also we know we need to go to Mount Crinnle, which I'll figure out the proper name for before the next episode, because we're going to call it here. The fun first dungeon. I always really enjoy going in there, and it's like, what's the boss going to be? And it's just a choo-choo. It's very cute and fun. I enjoy when that happens. Also, we get to look at this cat. So that's it for this. Next time, I don't know, we'll poke around town. We'll look around. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll go to a mountain at some point, which I think is called Mount Crinnle. See ya.